Welcome to my world. Come on in. It's restaurant time. I'm playing restaurant again, and I can't believe I'm doing these before midnight. So I'm trying to get earlier and earlier. Thank you all for jumping on board the Facebook page. I think I've have all the invites sent, and so far Facebook let me do that. So I got through my list of friends, and I'm just so thankful that you jumped on board. Um, just briefly, about 4 years ago, 5 years ago now, because my mother's been gone almost a year. But it was about 5 years ago that my mother said, 36 friends, honey girl, you've got to let me help you pick some of those friends. And so we went down the Facebook and she said, now he has a guitar, hit our friend request him or whatever. So we just went through all of you, and if you had something interesting in your background, we hit friend and you all said yes, or many of you did. And so many of you I don't really know, but I hope to start going on your profiles and getting to know you. And some of you have hopped over. So I'm just so glad that you did. And I am looking forward to sharing with you what I'm putting together. I've been working on this for many, many years. And my name is Colleen Liz Frost. Welcome to my world. Come on in. And we have a very classified conversation taking place today because it's Wednesday. And today it's all about getting ready. And that's what I've been doing. I'm getting ready. This is kind of what I call my pregame warm up now, this Facebook page. I spent the last 40 some days on my Facebook friend page, and I do have a YouTube channel, and I have a website that I've been working on for years. So all these things take time, doesn't it? But I am on my fifth day of my new business. I Am Rare Presents, and it's kind of a pregame warm up as I am a Division I basketball player in my past, and so I'm kind of bringing that into my business plan. And I need to tell you a little bit first about the weather. Celebrating history and creating more. When I have launched this passion of history and launched this passion of wanting to create more, growing up in Minnesota, it has a lot to do with the weather. So, whoever said sunshine brings happiness has never danced in the rain. And as I don't know who said it, but it's on the internet, and that is so true here. For those of us who grew up in self employment, my parents had supper clubs all of my life for 53 years, and my dad is 93. I live with them these past 5 years. My son is 21 and lives in Minneapolis. And, we just live 5 blocks from them, but it's been for most of my adult life, I've worked for them. And, but these last probably 8, 9 years of health issues, I have learned that having grown up in the food business, it was a natural thing for me to be picked as a family caretaker. And I think I really figured out what I'm really good at. I'm really good at the service industry. I really found my passion. So Wednesday, getting ready. I have, when my mother was leaving me, she said, now, honey girl, you have to become your own head coach. And I was raised on the 7 days of balance and living life on purpose. And growing up in that food and bar business in Minnesota, we prayed for rain and snow. And when sunshine now is coming, and I want us all to remember that we have to go inside and bowl. So in rural Minnesota and even in your metropolitan areas, we all have a neighborhood. And I know that the sunshine is coming throughout our states. And I want us to remember those mom and pop businesses in your neighborhoods. And as the sun is shining, to remember how we all need to support our indoor businesses. And thank God, my parents had a rural town that supported them, rain or shine, winter, sleet, all the kinds of weather. I just remember how vibrant our towns are and were for us. So I want to have you remember to go inside. And for me, living on purpose and developing this program, this coaching program, um, and building a habit in my I have a place I'm putting it on a website called a digital home, and I want to leave this estate for my son in living life on purpose to remind him that from when he was very young, we did just about everything on purpose, especially for those people that are dealing with things of uncertainty. So if we can plan some of these things consistently, it really does help build a balance in a life when life gets in the way of your plans. So it's just kind of nice to know that on Wednesday, if we can start planning for what's happening Friday or Saturday, at least it gives our kids and ourselves something to look forward to. So this Friday in my town, I have picked bowling as my activity. Um, and in my past, growing up in New York Mills, which is just 10 miles from here, um, it was a population of 762, and we knew on Wednesday what our Friday night was going to look like. It was Friday night football in the bowling alley. It was a habit. What were your habits when you were growing up? Did you have a getting ready week? Did you know what your social time was? There was no leaving town. Our jukebox was stocked, gaming was essential, the lanes were cracking, and Mel Radio, our famous bowling alley owner, he knew our names and he knew our home phone numbers. It was our culture and it was my history. And then Perm down the road, where I was raising my son, we had roller skating in the theater. We always knew our choice and where we were going. If it was a G or a PG, it was the theater. And if it was not, it was roller skating. And if it was just too exciting, our choices were very simple. We were going to do both. What is great about kids, I feel, is that they love to run. They are being told all the time, don't run, don't run, don't run. Well, I told my son every day, where are we going to run today? And for us, running was to run around town. When I was growing up, we got to run all over our town. And I just encouraged my son to run all over our town. I wanted him to meet all these rare people and go to all of our rare places. And I gave him full access to run all over our town. Now I told him we are never going to run ragged. And for me, running ragged was to go out of town. And so we never really left town much. And it was probably more due to my health at that time. But I made up this fun game that that's what it was for us. So I really nested him firmly like we were growing up in our hometown. And it's one of his favorite memories. And neighborhoods were built by the sound of the kids running. And we need to keep supporting these hometown values, I feel, and it's part of my mission here. And we love supporting these small towns of ours and even our big city neighborhoods. My son is now living in a big city neighborhood. And with this COVID, it's been very challenging for him. One of his biggest heartaches has been, Mom, I can't even get my neighborhood. I can't get my hangouts. And he wanted to have this consistency going because this is how he was raised. So come on, COVID, let's get lifted. So what I decided to do is, I'm living a new life now because I'm venturing out of COVID as a parent of 21 years, and I am going to start over. I am literally going to now start to pick my new purpose statement, and that's what I'm doing with this coaching program that you're going to love. And I'm going to start to rebuild my life, and I am going to do it with you. So I am picking bowling the first Friday of the month. So wherever you live, if you choose to do bowling the first Friday, I want you to take a picture, mail it to me, and let's post our pictures of bowling. In New York Mills, I wish I could travel that far to go do this, but I hate to leave my dad for any length of time. But New York Mills is where I also took my son when he was young. They had a vibrant bowling alley. So if you are over in New York Mills, hit up those people. They are wonderful. I have tons of memories there. And maybe I'll get a chance to go to Mills also one of our Fridays. But so I'm starting this Friday again, my second one. And the biggest news I have to report is I did get 2 emails from 2 new friends that so far I did reserve 2 lanes. It's $10 a person, 4 people per lane. And I called tonight and they're packed. So if you want to do this and get there by 6, please reserve your own lane early. And I would prefer that you all dress up or not, but dress up. Because, for myself, I like to have my son start getting ready on a 6 o'clock appointment like this, probably by Thursday. I wanted him to pick his outfit, get his shoes, like right now I'm trying to decide for my earrings. No, these here are my restaurant earrings, but I'm going to pick out my earrings early. These are things we have to sort out. Getting ready. Let's make it an event. We're going bowling. I could talk about this all night. So, but if you're going with me, because I'm starting a bowling league and I want us to get together, bring the family, bring your kids, and let's celebrate our history and create more by running all over our towns on purpose. And let's pick Friday night bowling. I want to thank you all for being here. 19 years ago, when I was given a year to live, I began the fight of my life. I wrote a book, and it's getting ready for you, and I hope to launch it by this year. As soon as I'm launching, and soon I am launching the Living History Plays, and I'm taking them on the road. I'm building a map of rare people, places, and voices to celebrate their stories and to thank them for being a part of mine. I'm calling them my Club 33 members. Serving the public, rain or shine, that is what I know. I grew up in the restaurant business, and right now I'm getting ready to open mine for you. Um, it was the love of my life. I waited tables and I danced in between dishes and cleaning and counting my tips. I thought my parents were movie stars. They were dressed for the night. Dad in his chef whites and my mother in her long dresses and beads and hair piled high. They loved the public and served them with pride. The joy of knowing they gave their heart and soul each night. The bands would stop playing and home they would come to Grandma's to pick us up. And by morning, my mother would be ironing those tablecloths for the new day. And Dad would peel hundreds of potatoes for hash browns and have them soaking before 7 a.m. I don't remember my parents ever sleeping. And I slept right next to their room. It was 24/7 public, and being social was left for other families. Our social time was early dinner time, and a special one on Sunday. We didn't join clubs, we served them. We didn't volunteer, we hosted them. We didn't hunt, fish, or throw darts, we served them. Rain, snow, or sunshine. And going forward, my mother said, honey girl, make sure on your business plan that you work in some social time. And so I am going to work hard on this social time. And but I find it very difficult just to sit at a table and visit, to say the least. Or I find it very difficult to sit in a chair and watch like a TV. So I have to be moving. And so I'm going to pick bowling and dancing. And if it takes me 4 years to get it happening, but for me, it's happening the minute I go. So I love my own universe and I love my own company. But if you would like to come with me and help me on my journey to start these clubs, it would be fantastic. In the meantime, don't run yourself ragged. Don't leave your hometowns to come join mine. Start your own and run around your own town, because that's what I love, is to become a preservationist, is to try to help you celebrate your own histories and help you want to create more. I'm building a digital home and I'm teaching and preaching and repeating how to live life on purpose 7 days a week. I really mean it sincerely to thank you for being here. Kids love getting ready, having a plan, making something fun, in their hometown a habit. Let your local restaurant or alley know that they can count on you for that first Friday of the month. Feeling grounded, especially in these tough times, are wonderful when we practice the 7 days. Living on purpose. When your children leave and you have to start over and we find our purpose again, this is what I'm doing. Right now, Dad is 93 and I am his full-time waitress. I cook, I clean, I wait on him hand and foot, and I love it. And I was trained by the best. And this is my pregame warm-up, and I'm preparing to open for you. Business plans, getting ready, and my menus, and the things I have been working on. I am doing that rain or shine, winter time, and I'm doing it with my heart and soul. So thank you for being a part of my page, and I want you to find your rocks, grab a ball, build a team, look for a feather. Hope is all around. So jump, bounce, and fly with me 7 days a week on purpose. I teach it, preach it, and repeat it with balance. Like, share, and remember Wednesdays are for those who dare. Be avant-garde, be rare. And most importantly, I want you to remember me. Sincerely, Colleen.